Blessed morning and peace greetings to everyone, everybody. We have a amazing week that's completed and we have started November the 1st, the last 2 months before 2020 comes to an end. Thank you so much for joining us today for a new beginning of a new month. Today we have with us Madam Miss Mariam Begum. Welcome, Madam.
Thank you, Dr. Azeeza.
Yes, and as everybody know, the miracle time is a half an hour time that we spend together, really exploring the miracles that we are in our life and the miracles that are being manifested in our life for the highest good. And we play the miracle game book, which was put together, consolidated by my good self in 2013. It is a game that we play to unveil what messages are available for us in the world. And this has 100 messages. So our guest plays the game with us to unveil a message for herself and for us to really, really get grounded and also get into action. And I believe that action is not about taking action as in physical action. It could be an emotional action. It could be an intentional action. So this is where we are. So Miss Mariam, thank you for joining us once again, and tell us a little bit on the kind of conversations that you have with miracles. And before that, a very official introduction of Miss Mariam. She's a digital strategist, and I love that name. And she's been in different parts of the world, living in Middle East, and then also in Singapore. She's a Singaporean who's been traveling around the world. So we're very happy that she's also been played the miracle game with us. She was part of watching our miracle show. So we're going to bring people who are watching the show be a part of the show, and that's what life is about. So you have founded a new company as well, an organization. Tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, thank you for the introduction, Dr. Azeeza. I would say that this new company, I have a very interesting name. It's called Inspire, Innovate, New Alchemy. Now, the reason why I came with this kind of a name is alchemy is magic. So if you want to create a magic within yourself, you have to inspire to yourself, to innovate yourself, right? So I put all these words together and it just ring a bell to me. I was like, okay, let's call it as Inspire, Innovate, Me Alchemy. And with that, I've been helping people to overcome their mindset from being an entrepreneur and to teach them the basic skills of being in business, like sales and websites and so on. Yeah.
Right, nice. So now I want to ask you, in terms of the conversation we are having today about miracles. I know you have you used the word magic already. So, but let me ask you: do you believe in miracles?
Of course, I definitely do believe in miracles. To me, miracles is everywhere. Is in everything we see. To be honest, to be alive is a miracle. To have love and respect from people is a miracle itself.
Very nice, lovely. The way that you said it, I think is the first time I hear someone say from that angle as well. Thank you so much for that. So we're gonna start playing the game, and we're
I'm
gonna jump
excited.
into yes, and then we're gonna get into more details about what other magic is gonna show up today to inspire and innovate us, and create a new miracle for everyone. So let's go in there. So the Miracle Game book is all about getting answers. As we know, this is not a tarot card reading. This is not any kind of fortune telling. We simply this book was simply put together through words that was channeled through me. I will use the word channeled, and it was compiled by one of our friend who made it into a game book. Initially, we wanted it to be a motivation book, but there are so many code books in the world, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so instead of having it just quotes for people to read, we gamified it, and it was launched in the National Library in Singapore in 2013. So it was, yeah, so it's a very interesting journey that this book has gone, and we were, interviewed in the Singapore and Malaysia radio channels. And so this game book is used to really, as we read messages around whenever you see things, you get messages, right? Just like that. This is aha moments that I got through my learning experiences compiled together. So how we play it is basically on 4 steps, very simple 4 steps. You have to just take a deep breath in and really anchor yourself to the ground, and put your feet down and uncross your hands, and then just feel yourself into your body. And as you do that, I wanted to think of a challenge or a question. It need not be, not everybody is with challenge or issues in their life. It could be a question that you want to answer to. And as you think of that question or the challenge you want to answer to, once you're ready, you think of a number between 1 to 100. And the very first number that comes into your mind, we will look at it. So do you have a number?
Yes, I do have a number.
Just tell me.
76.
Righty, 76. So this is how it looks like, right? The card of numbers, 76. Wow. Let's look at it. Very nice. So is your mind shouting? Is your environment really noisy? Are you feeling very high and fluttering? It doesn't matter if it is negative or positive way. In a negative or positive way. Stop right now. Close your eyes. Take a slow, deep breath, intentional, fresh breath into your chest, filling up your lungs, and relax your exhale. Do this 7 times and feel your body grounding, your heart lighten, so you can be clear and focused in your being. Honestly, I don't have any of these. All of this, I'm not sure whether you've seen some of them. They are never instructions to do anything.
Yes, I've seen some, and like what you mentioned, there was no instructions. This just shows how unique I am, yeah.
Yes, you are. So let's do this. I think we should do this. Don't you think so? Let's do it together. But just before we do that, let's talk a little bit on, is this the message? You had a question you wanted to answer to. Is this the message that relates to what you're asking?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a message I think which I really needed at this point of time, and I'm very surprised and also blessed to know that this message has come in this kind of format. It's very amazing actually.
Yeah. When you say it's negative or positive, it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, both, there's no such thing as negative and positive in love. Actually, it's how we perceive it to be, right? So something like what's happening in the world right now is so negative, yet for a whole group of us, it's very positive. I think you may relate to what I'm saying. So there is no such thing as right and wrong. At the same time, this thing about the noise in the mind and the environment is so real, and they can disturb us and they can make us very high and out of our body. And so the exercise is meant to ground us. And you know what? Because remember, I told you this thing was channeled through me, and I'm always someone who is very excited. All my friends know about me. When I'm excited, I get out of my body, and sometimes I'm not thinking clear. So this was a message that was sent to myself to ensure that I really ground myself. And this is part of our exercises in breathworks as well. But I realized that 7 times. So let's do it 7 times. Shall we do it together?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, so it is usually done. You can keep your mouth open, and then when you exhale, you can just, open your mouth to exhale. All right. So I think we should do it through the mouth. Both inhale and exhale is through the mouth. Okay. So we'll do it 7 times. Inhale. Second. Four. 5. 6. 7. Right.
Yeah.
Open your mouth and open your eyes. Sorry. So how do you feel?
I feel a bit more stabilized now.
And you know, when you take breaths through your mouth, you actually your heart, oxygen is getting into your brain. And sometimes, if you try doing it for 20 times, you'll feel so giddy because you'll feel like you're gonna faint because more oxygen gets into your brain. It's actually a whole brain breath session. They do it in breathworks, and it's a very powerful technique because it's breathing into your chest, and it really helps you to expand. And exhaling that really exhales out a lot of stress, and not only stress, any toxins in your body as well. Yeah.
That's good to
So
know.
tell
Should
me
do
about
more of it.
more
Yeah.
about your experience with this, about more noise around the environment, and about positive and negative. Tell us about your views on this.
Okay. Noise, yes, there is a lot of noise in the environment at the moment of time. Like what you say is negative and positive, but it comes to a point where it will be difficult for you to channel the noise to a positive way. So that's where you get stuck, and you are like you are running in that circle of the negativity. Although you could see positivity is out there, but it's so difficult for you to reach. Yeah.
Yeah. So, recently my conversation, and this is very apt for me as well, even though I do those breathings, I'm like really in that space. There's so much of positivity is happening. It's like, Azeeza, wait, stop. It's like that kind of and normally these noise and environment, they can be a distraction and also um, creating anxiety in us, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll agree. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about what do you call miracles in your life?
Okay. For me, my miracle, I would say a personal experience. I would say my son is the miracle of my life.
Okay.
Okay, because he's a rainbow baby. Those who know what's the meaning of it. So after losing one child, after some time I got him, and it was a very very difficult pregnancy for me. I was hospitalized for 3 weeks, and I was not eating for weeks and months, but we somehow survived. So with no food, no water, nothing, but Alhamdulillah, I mean, thanks to Allah, I I got a beautiful, nice, healthy child, which was to me that was the biggest miracle in the
My
world.
God, beautiful. I think that's amazing that you are sharing this. And any other miracles? I'm sure you have lots of them in your life.
Okay, the other one is getting something unexpected. Um, for example, I would tell this I didn't expect to go overseas to work. I'm the typical, the lady who's in the family, that the typical Singaporean Indian mindset where you are in the family. So, out of, I would say just for fun, I just applied for that job and it just happened. Things just suddenly happened. Ta, 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 and before I know it, I already have an offer letter on my hand. Now, that was
Okay.
a real big miracle because I didn't expect to get a job overseas. And just within 2 3 steps, which were very very easy, suddenly I was offered, and I'm like, okay, now I have to go.
Interesting, isn't it? So,
Yes,
what job was that, and where were you? Is there everybody be like, what job did she get, and where is she?
I got a senior e-commerce officer job at Qatar Airways, based at Qatar.
Right. Nice, nice. So, how long were you there?
I was there for 10 years.
Wow, that
Yes,
miracle really manifested big way, no?
yes, it did. It really did. Yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic.
So I
So, what?
always feel that, I mean, a lot of people use this word universe, but I would say the supreme power has a way of doing things to you by giving you this small small miracle so that you can take the step and go, because I always believe you're not getting a rule book in life. You get choices,
Yes,
so
yes.
it's up to you how you're going to utilize the choices.
That's right. That's right. Very well said. And also, there is the other part of us to receive the miracles, to allow miracles to happen. As much as we are praying for miracles to happen, there's the other side of human mind that may stop us from receiving our miracles because we have a lot of mind stories in our mind. Do you relate
Yes.
to that?
Yes, I do. If you are
Yeah.
not open, and it's like you know, you should be open by your body, by your mind, and also that receiving gesture should be there always. Then
Yes.
only you can get it in. If you are saying no or you're closing the doors unintentionally, then it's not going to work.
Yes, exactly.
Mm.
And sometimes we question ourselves, do I deserve this?
Yeah, sometimes we do.
And it's like, and normally if you look at the word miracle, it's because of the way that we are putting things together. It's like uh, we think it's a miracle because we don't deserve it and it suddenly happens to us. That is also
Mm.
the other side of the conversation. It's like, I never imagined it'll happen to me, but it's happening to me.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. Yes.
Yeah, so that is the kind of conversations we have. So what else would you like to share based on what we are sharing right now? What else would you like to give us?
Okay.
Anything?
For me, I would say that always keep an open mindset. I won't say positive because it's been people might rephrase it differently. Positivity is becoming differently phrased nowadays. So keep
Is
an
it an
open
abused word right now? Everything is positive or negative,
yeah, yeah,
Go to
they are having that clear cut of line which doesn't work in many places. There are a lot of gray areas. So I would always say keep an open mindset, and when you receive either a negative experience, think what you can learn from that. Think how you can remodel using that, because every experience teaches us something, not only positivity, positive experiences or positive engagements. Negative stuff also will teach us something. So you must always keep an open mindset and don't take it to your heart. Like some of them, they are very sensitive. So when things happen, it goes straight to the heart, and they'll just keep on like repeatedly think about it, and they don't want to move forward. No, to always take anything as an experience and move on. That has helped me in my life, and I hope those watching this show will also do the same, and that will help in their life as well.
Yes, thank you so much. I think that's a very important message that we move on with life no matter what happens and enjoy the moment. I think this is what it is. I'm so happy that we're able to connect here. Even though we have been in Facebook and communicating, this was a chance for us to really connect. And so we take it as a blessing that we can be together, and it's a beginning of another journey for many people. And also wishing everyone a fabulous week ahead and a month, 2 months ahead. Make it a blessed one. It's a beautiful one, and all the way. Give all that you can, and let miracles happen to you. Allow it to happen to you, so that we can all create joyous, peaceful life for everybody. All right. Thank you so much, Ms. Mariam, for joining us
Thank
once
you.
again. Yes, and I put in the tagline: "Everything you can imagine is real." So that everybody knows that when it comes to your mind, it's always twice. Once it happens in your mind, another time in reality. So when we create real imagination, we let our imagination work for us in a positive way, or rather in a good way, and to get better things to happen. And here we have it in reality. So I think this is a manifestation like that. We have imagined meeting, and here we are.
Yeah, and I'm so glad to actually to be on this session with you. I mean, like, yeah, we've been conversing, we've been having conversations, but this is the real, face-to-face conversation. It's a very fun one, actually.
Yes, it is. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, madam. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you next week with a new guest.